Hello, Loyalty family. It's Queen Love coming at you in the cut with another video. Today's video is different. It's a story time. So I know I haven't done that before, but I also haven't posted in 3 months, and a lot has happened in this last 3 months that I just need to share with you guys. So I got my wine ready and I'm ready. So we just gonna get into it. So the story time today is about my breakup. Yeah, sad. Just this last Friday, I broke up with my ex-fiance who I was dating for 7 years, and I pretty much just had to end things. Like, it's just been a really crazy ride, if that's what you call it. There's been so much like cheating that's happened on his part, and just like not a lot of truthfulness being said. And just after all this time, like, it wore on me, you know. I'm like, okay, how long am I gonna keep being in a relationship and accepting that you're first with other people? Like, that's crazy. So let me just give you a little bit of back history. So I got engaged 6 years ago, when I was pregnant with my fiance's, our now 5-year-old, our son. And it was a beautiful time for me. I mean, it was like we were just in love. Like, everything was just love, you know? And it was great, but it was great, but it was just, obviously it wasn't the right one. But I remember, like, the first time ever realizing that he was, like, cheating on me or, like, flirting with other people or stepping out of our relationship when I was, like, 6 months pregnant with our son. And now this was, like, a year into our relationship. He had proposed to me. We had been, like, living together, and that crushed me. But I was pregnant. I think I made excuses. Plus, we had, like, been together for maybe, like, 8 months. So I really, like, for me, commitment was not, like, that. Like, I didn't understand it right then and there at that point. So I don't think I was really expecting him to, like, be fully committed at that point. So I justified, oh, he's cheating, he's stepping out, but I'm pregnant, we're going through this and the third, and we really haven't gotten married yet, blah, 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 right? Okay. So over the years, of course, it didn't stop. Just different situations, different circumstances. I ended up finding out that he was married, I think 2 years into our relationship. I found out he was married. That was insane. But by then, I had already had a child with him. We had been in a relationship for 2 years. Like, we had another child on the way. So it was just like, I thought, I justified in my mind that this was what married or soon to be married or soon to be committed people go through. Like, figured it was a phase maybe, so justified it. Hey, let's note that I gave you hella passes, dude, for years. Should have cleaned up your act. But anyway, so it never stopped. The cheating never stopped. The disrespect didn't get better. Clearly, if someone's cheating on you, they don't respect you. So it was really turbulent for a while. It got better when I started working at my college. Yes, I'm in college. And at least I thought it was getting better. He seemed more connected and more happy. He was actually asking to start planning our wedding and getting, like, the ball rolling on actually walking through it. At this point, he had already been divorced. Like, I had seen little things here and there, but there was, like, nothing, like, serious that jumped out to me as far as, like, ending the relationship went. So we went about life. about a year ago to this month, actually. It was middle of March of last year. We started planning the wedding. We found our venue. I picked out my dream dress, which was really stupid to do, but I did. He had tuxes picked out. We had the talk to the church, the pastor at church. We told family, we made invitations. It was just, we were preparing for a wedding. It was coming up pretty quickly. He was really adamant about getting married. And I loved that because I felt like this is what I had been waiting for all these years that I've been dealing with all this bull. Okay, so on Father's Day, I know it was actually like the weekend before Father's Day, I had found out that he was seeing another woman, younger woman than me. And I had found out that they had been dating each other pretty steadily for 6 months. So that actually like tore me, a big part of me up, I think. Just to know, like, we had been together at that point for 6 years, and you stepped out with another partner for almost a year, like a whole half of a year behind my back. Like, it was just like mind-blowing. I couldn't understand it. Of course, he justified it. I literally believe I went a little bit crazy at that place in my life. He proceeded to tell me that he was going to cut the relationship with her off, that our family meant more to him than this relationship that was just a fling, and just every excuse you can possibly think of in the book. So I listened and soaked it in like a good wife, or, you know, a good friend, whatever. And he ended up crying over this late girl that he had to like cut it off. Right then, I should have just been like, deuces. Like, no. But me being me, you know, and still wanting to marry this man and work it out, I decided to move the girl into our house. I did that. Yep. I convinced myself that I wanted more of an open relationship. I convinced myself that that's what I wanted, that, you know. And of course it didn't work out, because that's not what I wanted, nor probably what she wanted. And he was just in the middle of two people that thought he was sexy. I don't know, like, who wouldn't want to be fought over by two girls? But whatever. So that relationship ended, and he actually left with the girl, and I moved into my own place and started to just build my life up and together again, and, you know, get past the relationship. Obviously, I still loved him, but the whole time I had thought that he was staying with this other girl, like, at his family's house. But he would always tell me, no, you know, that wasn't happening. It was just like, so it was just lie about it. So then eventually he decided, about 4 months after, it was around Thanksgiving. It was Thanksgiving. He messaged me and said, you know, hey, I know you're mad at me, but I want to spend the holiday with you and the kids. Always knows how to drag me back in. So I said yes. He came up, gave me a sob story about being homeless. Apparently he left this chick in the cities because he got tired of her. I didn't even know all this. Left her in the cities, came to my house, acted like he was something different. And then, of course, I fed into it. I wanted my kid's dad home. I wanted my fiance to work out our relationship. I just hoped for the best. So I took him back. And since then, that was in November. Since then, it's just been like a literal roller coaster for me. Like, he's gone back and forth with this girl. Like, I've decided to go back and forth with this girl because I can see that there's still interest with him. I still thought that maybe the puzzle would be just like all of us to live together under one roof in harmony. I don't know how you could be in harmony with two people that cheat behind your back and lie about it. I don't know how. I was just trying to hold on to my relationship. I don't know. We do crazy things when we're in love. But long story short, I found out after I decided to sit down with him and tell him, like, look, like, I get that this was all fun and games for a while for whoever, but it's not fun anymore. Like, I want my relationship. I want my marriage. I want my white picket fence. So I told him these things and I cut off communications with the other girl. So I ended up moving on. It actually felt really good for me because I didn't feel so tangled up in, her. And I believed that he was, ready to grow past that stage of our life. So I ended up finding out, like, just last week that the girl, they got a car together in each other's name. I believe they got an apartment, and that they had been seeing each other pretty much behind my back. And it, like, crushed me, honestly. I, like, went a little bit psycho, like, in my own mind. And I deal with mental health. Like, that's a number one thing that I want to touch on my channel is living and coping with anxiety and, like, PTSD and things that, mentally that affect your ability to be your best authentic self. So this just really tore me apart. Today I'm doing a lot better. I got up, I got dressed, I kept it pushing. But not every day is like that. There's still a lot of pain and a lot of heartache. I haven't spoke to him since last Friday, and it, of course, you have thoughts in your mind like, well, were they having a great time together, and what are they doing, and this and that. And I've just learned, like, those thoughts are not healthy for me. They take away from me and who I am. And I'm a wonderful person, kind, loving. My speaker keeps going off. Sorry. But I'm going through it, y'all. I'm going through a breakup under quarantine. And I'm going through a breakup from my ex-fiance. And I think it really sucks when you love somebody and you don't, you realize that the love that you had for them wasn't exactly what they had for you. And I'm finding peace in knowing that everything happens for a reason and everything is going to work out. And I'm finding peace in self-love, right? Because I probably wouldn't be as deep into this as I would have maybe not have been if I would have, left the relationship sooner or set maybe certain boundaries or standards. I mean, honestly, you can set anything you want for a standard, and anybody, if they don't respect it, is gonna try to break down your boundaries. I learned that, like, just with my mom growing up and stuff, because she was pretty unhealthy. So I definitely am ready for progress and for change and for growth. I mean, how amazing to get an opportunity, as hard as it is to split from someone, to get an opportunity to, like, reinvent yourself, to really get a blessed opportunity to, like, fall in love with yourself. It's a pretty cold and hard pill to swallow, like, that I had to go through a breakup of such a long relationship to get to this place, to actually want to seek out, me. But I'm here and I'm so excited to share the journey with y'all. Of course, I'm gonna have good days, I'm gonna have bad days. I want to share all of it. Thank you guys so much for staying loyal and being a part of this family. This family is going to be a big, huge family, and I am so excited to just continue on this journey with y'all. So, thank you for watching. Never forget, loyalty over love. That's my breakup story time. And y'all, I love y'all.